Here's my observation. People are working themselves to death. Working themselves to death. Maybe not physical death so fast, although that's slow and painful, but the death of what? Spirit, joy, dreams, passion. They're working themselves to death. We are working all the time. We work at the office. We work on our relationships. We work on our families. We work in our communities. We work on our golf game. We work on everything. And it's killing us. Killing us. I had this moment. I was in the experience myself of working myself to death. And I was in Manhattan going to a meeting. I live sort of near Manhattan. And I was walking down the street on Broadway. Has anyone ever been to in Manhattan, walking down Broadway? It's an incredible experience, right? You walk down Broadway, and in like a minute, you pass like 500 to 1,000 people going the other way. I mean, it's really an amazing thing. It's just like humanity is coming. And you're just walking down the street, and then whoosh. So I'm walking down the street, and I had one of those moments where time just started slowing down, and I just started seeing the faces of people coming at me, and I just had this epiphany of a moment. It's like time was slowing down, and I was like, oh my goodness, these people are not winning. They feel like they're trapped. They're working all the time, they're trapped. They're trapped in this thing I talked about earlier, this losing season that never ends. It's just like they can't get out. You can see it in their faces. And their joy is dead. And I was like, holy crap, that's me too. I got to do something about this. So I started trying to figure out, well, what does it mean to stop working? What are you going to do? And then it popped in my mind. You're going to play. You can play. And then I was like, oh yeah, I know when I stopped playing. It's when in 5th grade and I had my neighborhood Olympics and it turned out to get way too complicated. And I was like, oh, screw this. You know, I carried it through, but it was tough. I'm like, man, this is not fun. And then I remembered when I was even littler, I had 2 little sisters. I was the oldest, big brother. 2 little sisters. I had one sister a year younger and one sister 5 years younger. But the sister a year younger, well, who am I going to play with? I'm going to play with my sister. So we would play all kinds of games because I love playing games. Well, what happened? I always won. And then what happened? My little sister would cry. And then what would happen? She'd go tell Mom. And then what would happen? My mom would come in and she'd say, Dave, you got to stop winning all the time. So what did I learn? Stop winning. And it's no fun to play. Right? Now, this is just perfectly normal brothers, sisters, mom, no big deal. I wasn't traumatized for life. But I did sort of get this pattern of, winning is not okay. Playing is, creates trouble. And it's better off if you just work. So this is just my experience. But most people are just working at everything. So my mission is to get people to play again. This time I want my neighborhood Olympics to be fun. All right? And I want all of you on my Olympic team.